Hi guys, welcome to my channel. It's your girl here, Star the Goddess. Okay. Normally I'm doing my tarot, but right now we're going to talk about how to know when your Virgo, girl or guy, is over you, done with the relationship, and ready to part ways with you. It is not hard to know this. Okay. Virgos are they're generally very upfront about their feelings, how they feel. I'm sure that you have been told via nagging or whatever you want to call it. They've let you know. Maybe you just didn't hear them. They're going to always voice their concerns. But let's just say you didn't get it. You didn't get that memo because they probably spent a lot of time trying to tell you they were unhappy or, whatever they felt like was going wrong in the relationship. They tried to fix it on one level or another. All right. So if you find that you're on this video, by the way, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button. If you want to donate to my channel, my information is on my page. My PayPal information is on the page, and I may just drop a link in the caption for you guys. Yes, your Virgo does not want confrontation. Virgo doesn't like confrontation. Virgo will only be combative or anything like that if they're pushed into a corner, because they're not punks. They just hate chaos. Anything chaotic, anything that's, some grand displays of emotion and all of these things like that, Virgo wants to avoid these things at all costs. So, you will notice them going quiet on you, where normally they would be talkative and happy-go-lucky and just fun-loving and, all of these different things that, is probably what made you fall in love with your Virgo in the first place. They are still all of these things, just not with you. They probably feel deeply hurt, although they'll never admit that. Virgos tend to not display their feelings because they feel like it won't matter anyway, and they're very logical thinkers. So, if it doesn't make any sense to them, they're not going to bother with it. They also feel like, to them, to waste their time is like stealing their money. Okay? To a Virgo, time is more precious than money, which in this world, most people think money is more precious until the end comes. And then they realize that money was not the most precious of the two. But anyway, the Virgo, they won't be engaged with you. You can be talking to them about your day, about your plans, what you're doing, what you're into, what you got going on, and they'll just let you go ahead on. They don't really want to input anything. If they do input anything, it'll be very few words, okay? Because they don't want to give anything of their self any further. Because Virgo, for a person whom they adore or that they love or care for deeply, they're going to offer their service to these people. They're going to be giving, loving, and caring to these people. So if you have driven the Virgo to the point where they've decided that you are no longer welcome in their life, you'll get the opposite of that. They don't want to help you anymore. They'll look at you and just, whatever it is, you could tell them what you need from them, or you could just tell them what you need in general. You could tell them that you're hungry. They won't care. Virgo, a lot of people like to say that they're harsh or they're cold, creatures, but it's not that. It's just that they don't want to give to a situation that is not viable. Okay, so once they cut you out mentally, and they cut, because mostly they're cerebral. So most of the things that I'm telling you has to do with the mind more so than the emotions. Okay, their emotions are very, very deeply, regardless to how they feel about you. Okay, so even if they wanted to crack you over the head with something because you made them so mad, they'll probably hold that inside as well. Okay, so if they loved you to death and they just knew that there was no way that they could be with you or that it could work between the two of you, they'll try to keep that inside of themselves as well. Virgos, yeah, they won't attend to you anymore. Okay, if you're hungry, they'll be like, wow, oh, you didn't eat? Like that. Like, oh, okay. But there's no care there. There's no emotion there. It's like stoical, you know, it's very chilly around them. They'll ice you. They can go a long time without hearing from you because, again, once they decide that you're no longer welcome in their life, they don't care if they ever talk to you again. Seriously, the Virgo does not care because to them it wouldn't make any sense. You see, things have to make sense to the Virgo. They don't, your words mean nothing. Flattery, nothing. Your money or your means, your financial situation, your status, nothing. None of those things mean anything. Okay? So, if your actions are not showing the Virgo, okay, ironclad proof with your consistency and things like that, then 9 times out of 10, that Virgo is going to cut you out. But they do take a long time. So you might be saying, well, why they still around? Like, why they didn't just say that? Because the Virgo doesn't move quickly. Virgo is very slow moving energy. They take a long time. They have to think. Oh boy, do they. They think over and over the ins and outs, the whys, the why nots, the what ifs. They think it over and over. They think it front, back, and everything. So they want to make sure that they're not making a mistake in judgment. Okay? They want to make sure. So when they've come to the decision, they'll usually tell you up front. Virgos don't usually play with people's emotions and their feelings and things like that. They would consider that rude. They will tell you if you don't accept it, then then that's just you not accepting it. But that doesn't mean that you should dismiss the fact that they told you, because they will tell you. Virgos hate chaos, so it probably won't be some grand display, this big dramatic exit. It will be very simple. It will probably be very quiet. You'll find them returning your things, okay, along the way, a little at a time. Oh, here you left your shirt, or you left your watch, or you whatever it is. They want to rid themselves of you totally. They don't want to, when they make their break, they want it to be clean and final. Okay? The finality of their exit will stun you if you're not ready for it. Shock and amaze you if you are not ready for it. Yeah. So they'll stop helping you. They'll stop caring about your day to day. They'll stop listening to you, your problems, whatever it is you're used to just going on and on about. They won't be interested in anything you've got going on. You may notice that they speak to you a little more harshly. They're not as gentle with you as they were. They're still not, probably will never be nasty towards you. You would have to do something just crazy for something like that. But they'll be a little more harsh towards you. You'll definitely notice. It's unmistakable. They'll avert their gaze. If you come into their presence, they won't want to look at you. They'll look at anything but you. They'll find anything to do. I mean, listen, they'll break out washing walls, vacuuming, anything other than pay you attention. They won't be intimate with you. They wouldn't want you to touch them. You'll notice if you reach out to hug or touch them that they'll recoil. Those are surefire signs that Virgo is pretty much done with you. Yeah, they definitely don't want to be intimate with their Virgo is not that loose type person that's just intimate with everyone and anyone. They're not like that. Virgo, it takes them a long time to open up, okay? And it takes them a long time to shut down. So if they've shut down the sex and the intimacy and all of those things, just know that they're on their way out. They're not happy at all with you. And Virgo is not going to stay in a situation for too long where they're not being fulfilled. They feel it's an utter waste of time. And again, that translate that to cash, then you just, got them for a whole bunch of money as far as they're concerned. That Virgo is going to start checking you on everything. Like things that they used to just let get by, they won't let anything slide anymore. They won't. They're going to check you. You're getting checked on everything, okay? So, yeah. But again, like I said, the Virgo, they just want it quick, clean, and as calm as possible. And usually when they cut you out, it's forever. All right? If they tell you that they don't want anything else to do with you, please don't think that they're joking. Please. They mean it. They mean it. They do not want you in their life anymore. They've thought about it. Okay? And if you're wondering if there's anything that you can do, probably not. But again, there are exceptions. Okay? There are some serious exceptions, but it won't be easy. Not with Virgo. Virgo is a militant. Okay? And they are stern and serious-minded. And they don't play games. Okay? They're not there to play with you. They don't get in a relationship to fuck off. Okay? They took it very seriously. And if you've done something to cause them to cut you out of their life, then you better know you can't come back with the bullshit. Most Virgos will just be done and move on, though. Seriously. I don't want to give anybody any false hopes out there. Please don't. Because you'll know. You see, if the Virgo still wanted you, and let's just say you reached out, they'll leave you an opening. They'll let you know. They'll say something like, I do miss you, or I didn't want to give up the relationship, or this or that. You won't hear anything confirming that they've left the relationship, or anything that just solidifies the fact that the relationship is over. You'll get those breadcrumbs and those breadcrumbs are meant for you to take and build on if you're trying to get back in the good graces of a Virgo. But that's a whole other video. But for the most part, if you call them, text them, whatever, social media, and they tell you, no, I wish you the best. They mean it. They mean it. They wish you the best. It just didn't work out. They're fine with that. And they probably are, because Virgos don't, like I said, they're logical creatures. They're not emotional. So if you think that they're sitting somewhere crying or worrying, they're not. They're just not. They probably wouldn't know how to do it if they wanted to. They're just too, you know, it wouldn't make sense to them. Seriously, it wouldn't make sense. But again, I hope you like this video. Okay. I was going to say that if you want me to do a video on how to get your Virgo back, okay, and this is, of course, if that Virgo, if you haven't done something to permanently, you know, have them turn their back on you, because they are very hard to get, you know, it's very hard to get them to reverse that decision, because it took them so long to even decide that. But once that Virgo turns cold on you, it's pretty much a wrap, okay? They've already decided, and they probably don't care, you know, what you're doing in your life from that point on. And they will, again, wish you the best. They don't want any trouble. They really don't. So, your girl Star, the goddess here. Hit that subscribe button. Like, share, comments. I like all of those as well. If you don't want to comment, don't comment. It doesn't matter at all. But still, like, share, hit that notification bell icon, and we'll see you on the next video.